Alright, YouTube, we're back. Same day for our Twitch viewers. Maybe a different day for YouTube. Hope everyone's doing alright. Those ghosts are like the bane of the endgame fight. Yeah, I mean... And it's like the bane of, they're like the bane of just like 100%ing the game because there's so many upgrades that they just stashed away in the Chozo ruins. So like, you always run into those guys and it's like non-stop. Anyway, have to go in this room to the left. I like to map it out ahead of time because this is one of those rooms that has Chozo ghosts in it, so you don't have to fight them. You can just kind of like barrel your way through the room. There we go. Not fight him if we don't have to. I'm sorry, but you know, when you make a boring enemy, you get the boring result. Maybe I could have cut the video here, but take a second to save. Yeah, you know, they wouldn't be so bad, like, if maybe there was only, like, one, or, like, if you're playing on, I think, like, hyper mode, or whatever the hard difficulty is, they take so much damage. I think it's, like, 3 super missiles apiece on the harder difficulty, and it's like, are you kidding me, man? Like, it's just too much. So they just become very... just a nuisance, man. Just very annoying to have to constantly just run into those. And they respawn every, what, 2 rooms? If you go 2 rooms away, then they all respawn. And it's just like, nah, man. A lot of the times they're in the way of, like... Oh, you little... You didn't even hit me and you just booped me off. But yeah, they respawn all the time. Pretty annoying enemies. Take a lot of munitions to take care of, especially on the hard mode. Wish they would have just like dialed them down just a tad. I don't think they would have been as bad. Actually, if memory serves correct, there's also another artifact in this room that I can grab now that we have the gravity beam. There we go, get that guy. Little morph ball slot here we can open up. Caloric alloy, little... I think that one's caloric alloy, the morph ball bomb. A little S-shaped loading room. Yeah. This indicates machine still active. Yeah, so this is one of those rooms where you gotta use your thermal visor in combination with your wave beam, I think. Maybe? Maybe not. I saw something about electrical power nodes, so maybe you don't need it. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's mad. I nuggeted the little flicker bug, whatever it is. Pull out the ice beam. You want to see it in thermal? Yeah, there's no black effect on the gun. Sorry. In fact, I think that how it looked in the GameCube version was the energy at the front was actually reading a heat signature, but the gun was black. It was very weird. But it definitely had a little bit more thought put into it, I want to say. Not to bash the people that did this remake. There's a lot of details that I love. Way more than I, you know, am nitpicking about, but I definitely recognize the details that I love. Which is basically this whole game, I guess. It's one of my faves. That's why I'm willing to put up with Chozo ghosts as many times as I have. Be rolling through here. Oh no. Yeah, I think if we go through here, there is this. You need the gravity suit to go grab it, but is another missile upgrade. And where we're going, we're going to need plenty of missiles. So that's a good thing. There's also some more that we could grab, I think, in Fendrana, that I neglected to grab earlier. But we are going to go grab the Wave Buster, and that requires a whole bunch of... You missed it, man. I mean, probably for a good thing. I went to the, what is it, the pool? This room right here? No? This one? No? This one. The reflecting pool, and, did a lot of extermination. So if you're ever curious, go back to, like, episode 7, I think it is. And I'm just gonna apologize ahead of time, because I definitely ruined the reflection pool. Next is, I want to go all the way over here, straight across, to this. This is where the Wave Buster is. Over there in, like, I forget what that room is called. It's like another sun room, though. Gotta grab those missiles, because we're definitely gonna need them. In order to get the Wave Buster, there's like a whole bunch of puzzles that you need to use missiles in order to, I don't know, do the puzzle. It's like a prerequisite. Let's grab a whole bunch on the way. Gonna definitely just dip through this room instead of engaging with the ghosts because they don't deserve my time. Yeah. Thankfully they take a long time to spawn, so you don't really have to like engage them all the time. We already got the missile upgrade that was in this room, the magnet track earlier. Scared. Yeah, there's gonna be plenty of missiles. They hardly do any damage to us now, though, with the new gravity suit. Oh, go back into morph ball here. I'm getting ahead of myself. Get rid of that. And then where are we headed? Down and to the left. Okay. Say hi to our plated beetle friend. But we're not playing with him. We're on a mission here. We got stuff we gotta do, plated beetle. All in good time, my friend. I just fixed that. Just walk through them. Should be some Chozo ghosts in this room if I'm not mistaken. Yep. See what I mean? Like, it's about to be your favorite song in the game. Like, get out of here. Don't let me lock onto the other one. Thank you. There we go. Hit him with the quick charge shot. That's the way you get rid of them. Anyway, so now that we're in this room again, this is where we got the morph ball, I think. There's a half pipe and there's a wave beam door. Take advantage of these. Here we go. Was it the other side? I think the other side has a missile upgrade. Go grab that. Not enough boost. There we go. There we go. Here we go, 1080p HD Stone Toad. I mean, I'm the blessed one, man. I'm looking at this in 2K ultra wide right now. I mean, I know it's probably a little... The Switch definitely cannot push that resolution, but it's trying to. And that's probably like another reason that the thermal visor looks just so bad, because when I look at it on my other TV where it's like scaled down on my preview for streaming, it looks a lot better. But yeah, that like blurry effect that it makes it look like you're playing Perfect Dark and you got hit with the trank gun a few times. I don't know, I'm a fan of that, you know? I just like how crisp it looked in the original. And, you know, just saying it, that does not happen in my on my phone camera. There's no like weird blurry effect. Oh yes, it does make me feel good, because we're about to show the audience the beauty of the Wave Buster soon enough. First, we have to get through this room. And I think there's a new enemy in here, but first and foremost, there's also Chozo Artifact, and one of the only other vertical doors in the game. Oh, which one's this one? I don't know which one this one is. I don't remember the name. Last chance to guess. I couldn't tell you. Life Giver. Okay, yeah, I was never gonna get that. I was about to say Courage. Don't ask me that $1 million question. I would have failed so hard. Anyway, back through. And onward and upward to go grab the Wave Buster. I did like how this room has a Chozo statue under the water. You don't notice that detail until you come back through. Anyway, I think I should have enough missiles to do this puzzle if I don't screw up. Switch to the power beam here so we can missile cancel a little bit. There we go. Now, if you screw up this puzzle and you don't have enough missiles to go to the top, because you have to do this a whole bunch, and you have to leave and then come back. First, you want to jump off that platform because we have a new enemy here. And this is the Plated Puffer. It's a mutated puffer with reinforced epidermis. Phazon exposure has created a mutant strain of puffers on Talon 4. They have developed plated skin, making them harder to burst. Concussive weapons can still do the job, however. The gas within the puffer is just as deadly as with their cousins. So they're puffers that only are susceptible to missiles. Now these guys are just annoying because they're kind of like blocking you from completing the puzzle. If you hit them, then your missiles will deflect, but rinse, recycle, repeat. Don't get too carried away and you'll be fine. Here we go. There we go. I was like, cutscene? No cutscene for this one. Anyway, and you want to make sure to jump right off that platform because you get swarmed with these plated puffers real quick. And if you notice, they don't drop missiles either, so... yeah. Guy's gone. I think they made this a lot easier. I think at GameCube there was a huge hitbox on these guys to deflect your missiles, because I remember this being more of a pain in the butt. Oh, there it is. But we definitely have plenty. I think this is the last one. Two deflections. Not bad, not bad. More plated puffers running around. Here we go. The Wave Buster. Yeah, that's the name. This is like... just like how the Power Beam has a missile combo to make the Super Missile, the Wave Beam has a combo, and so do all the beams, and this is the Wave Beam's missile combo. Basically very effective at killing everything. And yes, Bustin makes me feel good. New extras in the menu. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so I've basically been everywhere. But I think now it's time to go back to Samus's ship. And now with the, I think what's next is now that we have the gravity suit, the ice beam, the wave buster, it's time to go back through the crashed frigate. Oh no, I'm gonna have to click this, aren't I? Okay, fine, I'll click it. Oh my god, of course I get an ad. Give it a sec. Is my desktop audio off? Yes, it is. Well, you won't be able to hear me listen to it, but I will skip to 1:29 for you. Oh no. That's so bad. Yes, Bustin makes me feel good. It's literally just Bustin makes me feel good on repeat. Alright. Anyway. What were we doing? Oh yeah, going back to the main plaza. We want to go back to the Talon overworld. That's back this way. Through the door and to the right. Downward we go. Hard landing, Samus. Good job, though. She stuck it. In true Chozo Ruin fashion, we will be rocking the power beam just in case we have to engage with Chozo ghosts. But we're not going to make a habit of it. Bye! We out of here. I ain't playing with you. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna get my missiles back. We get a whole bunch here. Man, the game thinks I don't know where I'm going, man. I know you can turn that off, but sometimes I do get a little turned around in this game. Yep. Back over to the crash site. But, just for the viewers out there, I can show you the wave beam combo on our plated beetle friend. You don't even need to have him turn around. That's what happiness looks like. Nailed him. Get some of my missiles back. Love the art direction too. Like the pirates built some infrastructure doors, tubes around what basically is an archaeological dig. Yeah. Yeah, they're not as brain dead as some of the other games would make them out to be. I think they did that in Other M, which basically wasn't a Metroid game, like as far as I'm concerned. Like Baby Ridley looking like a Furby is just not a thing. I'm sorry. But yeah. They're very capable. Space pirates, you know, they have mastered interstellar travel, can build bases, can construct things, you know. Although very aggressive in their morals, I would argue. Yeah, let's go back this way. Yo, Chrissy Chew! And an RKS Zero. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you guys showing up. Gonna be going through the crashed frigate. Enjoying the nice, casual, soft, lovely music that the crashed frigate has to offer. We just got ourselves the ice beam, the gravity suit. As you can see, we have purple Samus, and the wave buster. Yeah, basically. Science without ethics is the space pirates. Humanity could take a page. Take some notes on how to do as the space pirates do. Probably minus OSHA. Yeah, I mean, if you look at all their elevators and stuff, they're pretty sketch. I always forget where this little door is. I think it's around this corner. Yeah, there it is. Down here. Anything in here? No, it's just a little puddle for me to chill in. Anyway, I never got a chance to take a good look at the new morph ball with the gravity suit. Looking mighty fine with the purple glow. And see, they have the lighting effects in the game. Like the morph ball bombs still have them. The ball has it. I don't know why they took it away from the shots in the remastered version. Yeah, I love how they specifically describe the pirates as amoral. Amoral and ruthless. They just want to conquer the galaxy. And for a mushroom. Actually, it's a plant with a fungal cap, if I recall correctly. Yeah, the space pirates are pretty cool, man. Oh, you're back. What is that effect on the ground? I'm gonna have to check that out after I dispatch this fool. Got him. Metroid's always had cool lore, but Prime really bumped up. Yeah. Yeah, seeing their home world was really cool too. How like everything is like acid rain, and it's like just a terrible place to live. Really sweet. Does it? It shows underground hiding? I never knew that. Was that the same? Did that happen in the GameCube version? I just like cared so little about beetles that I'm like, whatever. Anyway. Oh, they still have the electricity showing up on thermal, which I don't know if that happens in real life. I'll have to check that. I'll have to make... Maybe I'll make a Tesla coil and then look at it with a thermal camera just to see if that happens. Open up. There you go. It was a little bit of overkill. Let's see what this says. This lichen seems to be giving off low levels of radiation. No match is found within the flora and fauna databank. Gee, I wonder what that is. But anyway, we can get this now that we have the gravity suit. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I didn't know that it showed the beetles when they were underground. I had no idea, and I walked around with that thermal visor on quite a bit. What's going on that, buddy? That's where I'm supposed to be. Somewhere up here. Oh. Oh yeah, it's this way. Can I not get up? What am I doing? I'm supposed to be able to get up here. Somewhere. Is it in here? Oh, there's a little morph ball spot. Whoops. There we go. Now we can get up. Anyway, yes. And they did a really good job. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna, like, I spend so much time harping on details that I gotta spend a moment to look at how awesome the crashed frigate looks in the remastered version, because it really does look amazing. Just looks phenomenal. They did an amazing job retexturing this whole thing. And it does look like the one that was in space that we started the game on. So, anyway, onward and inward. Got a couple more new creatures to scan in here. Morph ball spot? Yes? No? Oh, wait. Is it this way? Where am I going? Just get turned around? Yes, I did. But we're going the right way. Anyway. If you look at the map, it's so cool, but you could only go through it like once. Yeah, I mean, it's really just like a linear puzzle part of the game, but it is cool that you did it, and I think it's another one of those things that they did to like throw back to Super Metroid, when you could go through that sunken alien ship or whatever. But also, the detail that I liked here was that all the rooms are named the same thing as the beginning. So this is the main ventilation shaft we'll be going through, and I think the whole shtick of this area, if I recall correctly, is you need the thermal visor, because you need to power up everything, because, as you can tell, everything's broken and without power. Oh, the little fish give off heat signatures. That's cute. Now, interestingly enough, when you put a thermal camera underwater, you don't see much. At least the thermal camera that I have. It all just looks like one color. There it is. Oh, we have turrets. Those still work. The doors don't work, but the turrets do. Pirates made sure to, I just wanted to make sure they were the standard turret. They're gonna get wrecked a little bit here. Do some evasive maneuvers. Yeah, the pirates definitely powered up the essentials. And I love how, man, there's a little sap sack already growing in here. These things must grow pretty fast. Anyway. Yeah, so the whole shtick of this place is you power up the doors and stuff so that you can progress through. Take a look. Ventilation shaft B. This is where we were trying to run and escape everything. Oh, that's a new enemy. No, let me scan you. There we go. These are just like the scarabs, functionally, but they look different. They're little crabs. They're little talon crabs. Crustacean native to Talon 4, hard-shelled swarm life form. Once harvested for food, exposure to Phazon has seen this practice diminish. Don't want to eat Phazon crabs, man. It's not good for you. Creatures are timid and harmless alone, but can be a problem when traveling in swarms, as they do. Yeah, the pirates definitely have their priorities in order when they power up the turrets first. We're here just zapping crabs. Anyway. Just walk through them. Oh, they left me alone. That's cool. I don't know if they had that bubbling effect in the GameCube version. Think you'll ever play Super on stream? I mean, I could. I could play anything, man. What do you want to see? Okay, we have another new creature in here. Yeah, this is, what Cha Man had just called out. There is the Aqua Pirates in here. They are not flying pirates. It's one of those scans that you can easily miss. They are. There's one, at least. But before we engage, we're gonna get the ice beam out. Let's see if we can get a cheeky scan off on this guy first. There we go. Don't even know I'm coming. Cool little schematics here. Love how these guys look with their little scuba masks that look all evil. Almost look like a Chozo beak, honestly. Interestingly. Yeah, I could play Super Metroid. I mean, I'm not against it. It's also like one of those games that I don't know if I could 100% it, but I would enjoy playing through it. I know we suffered watching Alberio play through it. That was like not to harp on you, man, but it was an exercise in patience in some areas. Anyway, Aqua Pirate. Space pirates with exoskeletons modified for underwater use, using modified thruster packs and gravity suit technology. They also have gravity suit technology. Yeah, technology. The space pirates have armor suits used for in liquid environments. Thermal tracking is still very useful against these units, as the pirate engineers have yet to eliminate the thruster pack's high heat signature. Still don't see me. I think they shoot little torpedoes at you. Yeah, they do. They're not the little swirly missiles, they shoot torpedoes. They also die. Anyway, so this room, I believe, you can hear it, is the music. Yeah, the little torpedoes are cute. He conquered that. He did conquer the wall jump. I gotta give it to him. I want to check out one detail back up here, though. Just wanted to eliminate everything in the room first, but I wanted to check this out because I think in the GameCube version there was an invisible ceiling in this room. And I wonder if it's still there. So, like, you couldn't go up any higher? Yeah, it's still there. The things you notice. I'm bumping my head on something. Yeah, invisible ceiling. But, still looks cool. And if you notice, this is the same room that we fought the Parasite Queen in. This is the reactor core. This is what she crawled down on in order to come attack us. And this is the whole area at the bottom where we fought the Parasite Queen. Now, it is interesting that there's just literally floating platforms in here. But, I mean, hey, you know, that's like one of those things that they never just cared to explain. But I also do need the thermal visor because I think there's more of those damn locks in this room that you have to make sure you get as you're progressing through. Yep, there's one. Some more over here. There we go. speed running them. I don't know what game I'm gonna play next after this one. I mean, there's always like Battlefield. That's just one of those games that's like easy to get into, and I don't think I'm terrible at it, so just easy content to create. I think the last lock is oops. Let's get up there, Samus. Come on, girl, you got this. There we go. Is it here? 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 Oh? Is it here? Do you need the visor to hit it? Oh, it was down below. I wonder. Oh, you don't need the visor. Yeah, I gotta give him props. He did conquer that wall jump. Took a minute, but he did it. Anyway, this is the room that the pirates were all dead in as we were walking in to fight the Parasite Queen. I love how everything's kind of in reverse here. And these bubble effects are pretty nice. I'm liking that. Here's our little save station. Again, pirate priorities. God only knows what pirates use the save station for. Maybe it's like their bathroom or something. Maybe I could stream a little bit of our Monster Hunter action that we love playing so much. What that is. That's a cool effect. It's still hot down here. I like that. That is pretty nice looking. Does this need more? That would actually be cool if you're down with that. You want to do some Monster Hunter streaming? Could do that. I know we just have to grind the hell out of the game with all those like anomaly investigations and whatnot. I'm waiting on one more mod for another XCOM 2 run. Space Marines were a little OP. Yeah, I was watching that and I was like, oh man. Yeah, some of their abilities, some of the kits were really powerful. But you could also like download mods in XCOM to make it more difficult. Gonna open? There you go. No, just open. Please, please. There we go. Free energy tank in here. Go grab that. Definitely gonna need it. This game, if I'm not mistaken, this room also has a whole bunch of those conduits that you have to hit, like this one. So I'm just gonna get those as I progress upward. See if there's another one that I'm seeing so far. That one? I gotta check. Yeah, it is one. Good thing I checked. So this is one of those things where you get all the way to the top, and if you don't do this, then you have to go all the way back down. Yeah, we'll crank the difficulty and roll with the guardsman. It sounds... I mean, it sounds like an exceptionally difficult playthrough, knowing guardsmen and how they bite it by the thousands. I mean, I'm not, you know, the most knowledgeable on 40k lore, but I do know that guardsmen's are strength in numbers is the phrase I'm looking for. They still kept the effect where the dead pirate body falls through the ceiling. It's one of those, like, nature is metal moments, where it's like, you know, this is like a super beautiful and peaceful place, and this dead body just, like, falls on you. It's like, okay. Very peaceful. Standard space pirate lore here. You can scan them if you haven't yet. Is there any other terminal that I might be missing? Don't mind me as I get really close to see. Okay, it looks like the last one's at the top. Let's go for it. I wonder if you can push his body around with missiles. Nah, he's stuck. Anyway, last conduit should be like here. Where? top? Oh, it's right here. Good. Okay. After you finish Stellaris? To be honest, man, I haven't followed this Stellaris playthrough as much as I've wanted to. I've been like so busy with getting all the streaming stuff set up for myself. I've been selfish, I'm sorry. These little bugs make noise. Never noticed that. Wonder if they did in the GameCube version. This is one of the research areas from the old Frigate Orpheon that we were in earlier. Yeah, this is where we were scanning up little life forms. I think there's an upgrade in here for me. Oh, is this the aquatic drone? Is there an aquatic drone? Yes, there is. Gotta scan the aqua drone. Oh man, that's one of those scans you can easily miss because it behaves and looks exactly like the ones in Phendrana. Anyway. Aquadrone security mecha adapted for use in underwater areas. These space pirates have adapted a number of sentry drones for use in liquid environments. These aquadrones utilize an arsenal of an artificial intelligence suite similar to their cousins. The pirates have been unable to properly shield these drones from electrical attack, making them vulnerable to the wave beam. And I think they all died of super missiles too, so... Yes, they do. Forget the wave beam when you can just super missile everything. There's another one over there. Anyway, yeah, this is the room that we walked into. And it is also looking mighty fine. With the husk of a mutated parasite queen and then the Phazon lichen kind of growing around it. Very beautiful. And this was the... I think this was the angry one. And then the one next to it, blow it open, is a missile expansion. I think there's also... Ooh, you found 50% of all the items. New extras. Oh boy, we'll have to check those out at the end of the stream. We're approaching the 40-minute mark here, so... Probably in like 15-20 minutes, we'll check those out. But yes, there's plenty of wave beaming we have to do to energize the door to get out of here. Yep, there's one up there. I always forget that one. Good thing this elevator froze halfway, right? Okay, I'm just gonna shoot. There we go. More aquatic reaper tentacles here. Go. Sounds like more aqua pirates too. Hear them powering up their thrusters. There you go. This guy wants to play reindeer games. I got torpedoes too, man. Alright. Yeah, this is the room that we saw. Biotech research area. Biohazard containment. Yeah, this is the room that we saw the big battle happening on our way out, trying to escape the ship as it was blowing up. We had to use this little area to get up and out. Very cool looking. But again, we have more of these conduits. There we go. Nailed that one. Okay. Should let us leave. I think this is like the last main area in this submerged frigate. Here we go. Deck Beta Conduit Hall. I'm just curious what all the names are. Okay. Look. The impact killed him, alright? He didn't drown. Let's see what else is there. Oh, I forgot about this. This is the Aqua Sack. Look, I actually didn't know that one. I just put Aqua in front of the name. It worked. Will burst when subjected to impact or trauma. Believed to be the same family as the Sap Sack, the plant has similar features. It will burst when exposed to force. This protective response keeps most creatures from feeding on it. Oh, it's a Sap Sack that has evolved to be in the water. Although when it bursts, it just like doesn't do much. Looks like it just like a couple bubbles come out. Interesting. There we go. Anything for me in here? I don't think so. I think this is just can't get back up there. Died with his photonic scythe on his arm. Let's see. More false slot. Let's get through here. Oh, I remember this. There is a little upgrade here for me. Ooh, mistimed it. Mistimed it again. One more time, switch. No, I could have made it. I thought there was 4 bombs you had to use. Alright, that'll work. Pro gamer. Always thought that was weird, that transition from the ship to the outside. Looks nice though in the remastered version. Bye-bye, Gel Zap. Anyway. We are still in the Talon overworld, so this should look familiar. Guys, you shoot me and I'm not even surfaced yet. But we're about to get into the nitty-gritty of one of my favorite parts of the game here. We thought the research station was the belly of the beast. Oh. Not even close compared to where we're going to be. Let's take this the right way. We're going to go to the actual belly of the beast. The giant space pirate lair. Spinner. There, now we can use this. Use that to get back this way now. Should stay like that from now on. I think we want this door. That's not the switch beam button. Here we are. Increased radiation detected. Oh man. Hold on, let me go grab some hot dogs real quick. Roast them. Ooh, looking mighty fine, Phazon. Looking beautiful in this 1080p. I think I might just have to touch it. Oh god, it hurts so much. But it looks so cool. It's interesting because I believe these rock formations had a texture that was moving on them in the GameCube version. And it looks like it is there, but it's very subtle. Especially these little, like, bubbles in the veins. Yeah, that you can obviously tell is a moving texture. Didn't change it too much. Made it much more subtle, but it looks great. And the little particle effects coming off of it, too, are... Like, so Phazon was this blue color. It was more of a darker blue instead of a lighter blue, and, like, the little particle effects coming off are blue and purple, I think, in the GameCube version. Interesting design choice, but it's looking very fine. Get out of here. This is the elevator to the belly of the beast, the true belly of the beast, the Phazon Mines. And in my opinion, interesting because there's like Chozo text on the elevator. It's like a whole Chozo thing. So like the space pirates just like used this. They're like, oh, okay, cool. Just use this elevator and set up this whole mining operation here. Always wondered why those were there, but whatever. Maybe it's just like free goodies. Yes, we are into good music territory. I like the Phazon Mine song. The level 1 mine song. This like, I think it's like the upper layer of the mines. This is the song that plays. It's very nice. So you can tell we've got a couple more power conduits we gotta mess with. And some pirates, and I think there's a new enemy to scan. It is like the super heavy turret, I think. I don't know if it's just called heavy turret. There's a couple pirates in this main room, too, that we gotta take care of. Yep, this is a new enemy. This is the mega turret, that's what it's called. Super heavy, mega, awesome, overpowered uber turret. There we go. It's a perimeter defense turret reinforced with energy shielding. Frustrated with inferior armor plating of the standard defense turrets, the space pirates added energy shielding to a modified heavy cannon. These new shielding and increased beam strength makes the mega turret an efficient point defense weapon. Yeah, the mines are sweet, man. Ouch. Did get me though. Yeah, people do crap talk the mines. I think it's like mostly because the first time you get to the mines, you can't just like go through it in one swipe. You have to like go halfway in, then backtrack all the way out, then go all the way back in. So it's kind of annoying, but I think this is the most unique and cool of all like the biomes in the game. This is just like, it's amazing. And it's just, again, you guys are going to be testing my reading skills, but it is full of lore. And it's just really cool, super sci-fi, techie stuff, crazy stuff the space pirates are doing here. But we'll get into the nitty-gritty. Anyway, save station access granted. And here's another little detail that I like, that they kept, thankfully. The space pirates have fish tanks in their save room. So, although they are a ruthless, amoral aggressor species, they like fish tanks. They like fish. They like pet fish. Is that because they look like fish? Maybe. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But yeah, they keep little fish tanks in their save room. I'm gonna just... We'll leave them alone. We won't get rid of the space pirate fish. I don't remember this burning either. That's interesting. They're like, yeah, that tunnel over there is under construction. Don't go over there. But there's just like a fish tank chilling right next to this burning wreckage. Space pirates. Anyway. Let's go up and say hi to some pirates here. I think there's standard pirates. See that guy's chilling in the crane observatory. Little crane operating pod. And he notices you and he's very upset about your existence. Oh gosh, the charge shot, one shot standard pirates. Forgot about that. Don't even need the 1-2 combo. Anyway, one of these space pirates thinks he's about to be sneaky, but I want to see if you can actually see him before he pops out of this panel here. You can't. You can't see him with the thermal visor, even though you can see thermal signatures through the wall, which is not realistic, but maybe it's super futuristic thermal technology, who knows. But this guy thinks he's going to be slick. Who was the surprised one there, you know? He probably crapped himself. Anyway, like I said, we got some of those power conduits that we have to hit up, though. Because there is a small upgrade to be had in this room. Going to the crane operating area here. Sam are just messing with all of their stuff. Oops. Want to read all this stuff. Transfer of building materials is complete. Processing of materials for Xenome containment units underway. Report all Phazon mutations to the science team immediately. All units with useful mutations will receive an increase in pay and rations. Elite and trooper candidates are now being selected by command. So, if you are lucky and stand next to something radioactive and has high mutagenic properties such as Phazon, and you happen to grow, like, an acid launcher out of your back, or, like, you know, like an energy beam cannon coming out of, like, your eyeballs, then, yeah. It's a... Stepped away for a sec. Ghosts as in the Chozo ghosts? Yeah, they're pretty bad. Auto mod. Held a message for reason bullying. Allow? Oh, geez. I'm gonna allow that. Sorry, your message got auto-modded. I'm gonna have to figure out how to change that because use the F word. JaySinDub permitted the term effers. Yeah, I mean, they're cool. In my book, I think they're cool. You know, the Chozo Ghosts are definitely like a cool thing, but they're a little repetitive. And when I was saying earlier, like when you play on like the hard difficulty, they just take so much punishment. You know, I think each one's like 3 super missiles. It's pretty ridiculous. The Boost Guardian from the second game on harder difficulty over having to deal with the ghosts over and over. Yeah, Boost Guardian was on hard difficulty. I mean, even on normal, he can kill you randomly. And then on hard difficulty, it's like, oh, wait, he just hit me for like 160 damage. Like twice every time. But I think you also, like, there's no save station next to the Boost Guardian in the second game, so you just, like, have to trek through. Like, every time you die, you have to, like, trek over to get to him, which also drains your health. Because you're in Dark Aether. It's by far, like, one of the hardest bosses. Yeah, the ghosts respawn, and it's like, you just go 2 rooms away, and you're like, oh, I forgot this missile upgrade that was in this room, and you gotta, like, okay, you know, Chozo Ruins turn it into the Bozo Ruins, because there's just a bunch of clowns hanging out there now. Anyway, let's operate this crane. Maybe I'll edit the thumbnail for the video 7 when I was dealing with the, when I first saw the Chozo Ghost. Maybe I'll put the clown emoji on him. And I'll name the episode Bozo Ruins. It's a good idea. Anyway. Up the crane we go. For a nice free little upgrade. Boop. Oh, I guess I could just jump up there. Like, why can't Samus transform? Anyway, I think with that, this is a good spot to kind of, like, call it. I'm going to scan this. Because we are approaching the 55-minute mark, and I want to take some time to go over some of the extras that we unlocked. And we'll get into the Phazon mines later. I think this is the other lock that you have to disengage. Let's just do that real quick. We'll unlock the door, we'll save, and then we'll quit back to the menu screen to go check out some of the extras we got. And then I think that'll be it for today's video, but I am curious what we unlocked, because we did hit the 50% pickup achievement. And then I think I also scanned 75% of the things in the game, so we'll see what we got. Hit some pretty good milestones this play segment. So with that, let's head back to the main menu here. And I like sharing in this experience because they have extras that they did for the remaster that I just love, you know, seeing what they did. They put all these 3D models into the game, and they're looking pretty nice. Okay, there we go. Now my camera's focused. I saw it get fuzzy there because it's pretty dark, but, you know, you gotta dim the lights to play Metroid Prime, man. Gotta get into the game. Gotta set the tone. Let's take a look at what we got. See what goodies we got here in the extras menu. Alright, more concept artwork. There's different sections here for the remastered version specifically. Let's go check out the standard game stuff. Concept art for this game is pretty wild. Seen all of these. They look pretty awesome. Samus's arm cannon, how it splits apart with like the missile expansion. Different ideas for it, looks like they had. Different colors on the arm gun for the different beams and whatnot. How they wanted it to look, it looks like. Interesting. Maybe they had it at one point to where like it all looked the same, but based on what light is lit up on it is what beam you're using, I guess. Just a hunch. Man, concept art is so cool. Yeah, Samus striking a victory pose. Little pirate bobblehead for your ship. Yeah, that was a cool little detail when you could get that. Oh yeah, Wicha, man. Here's the Stone Toad concept art made just for you. Yeah, when she takes the old Hamlet off. We'll see if they changed it. Yeah, you know, it was, like, when it came out, it was acceptable, but it's one of those things that did not age well at all. And then also, if you look back at the GameCube era ending, when she takes off her helmet and she's looking around, if you notice the way she blinks, like, once you notice it, you can never, like, unsee it, because the way she blinks is like an alien. Like, her eyes do this. Like, it's really fast, but, like, she blinks, like... like specifically like one eye then the next, and it's just really jarring once you see it. You're like, oh, that like ruins the whole scene. Yeah, it's pretty bad, yeah. One eye at a time. It's woof. So, sorry to everyone, you know, if I just like ruined that end scene for you, but yeah. I'm hoping that they fix that in this game. I'm gonna be looking for that, for sure. Anyway, yeah, we've seen all of these, the Magmore Caverns, Triclopses, Spore Puddles, Magmores, some Chozo Ghosts, maybe? Maybe that's what they wanted them to look like. I think this is just Chozo concept art in general. Flagra, some Chozo Ruins, enemies. A little, yeah, pretty cool. Some Baby Shiga. Like so angry. Like one at a time, yeah, it's bad. Mini Lavos, yeah, basically. Pretty cool. Oh, sweet. The Elite Pirate program. Concept work, look at this. Little rocket launcher with like a little arrow pointing towards it. I don't know what that says. That is just so cool looking though. More Elite Pirate stuff. We'll get into that later. These is kind of spoilers, but thanks for hanging out. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Hunter Metroids with their energy siphoning tentacles that can strike at a long range. Mutated Metroids. Yeah, I think the Hunter Metroid scan entry says that they're like adolescents too. Which is weird, because I thought they were like more mature than normal Metroids, the Talon Metroids, but maybe they're still babies. some of the Vendrana and sunken ship enemies, it looks like. You got a little scarab, you got the little flicker bat on the upper left, the zoomer in the center, the whatever the heck it was on the left that blocks your missiles, and the little crab, the Talon crab in the bottom right. This is the security drone. Some concept art for their security drones. Yeah, I like the little crab dude. Pretty cool. Next time I encounter these security drones, I'll let them shoot me, because I do like how they use the kinetic weaponry on you. They just actually like shoot bullets. It makes a cool sound in the original when they clink off your armor too. It's like ding 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 ding. Standard pirate looking stuff. Looks like a standard pirate on the left, and then you have the power pirates in the center, where they're like the wave pirate, the power pirate, wave trooper, power trooper, ice trooper, plasma trooper, I think are the names. This is a plasma trooper because he's red. Yeah, it's weird though, because their face, like the guy on the left, doesn't look as fish-like in this concept art, but I guess they just look like a fish to me, in the face at least. And then on the upper right, I'm not sure what that is. I have no idea what they had planned for that, but cool that it's there. Is that like a flying pirate? Is that what they were supposed to look like? Yeah, it's like a dude with a Metroid, exactly. It's definitely not Chozo, but maybe they were using the Metroid's energy, like it was like a concept idea where they started to understand how to use the Metroid's energy that they siphon as like a power source for their weaponry. So it's like literally just like a Metroid strapped onto your back. Hey man, you know, it's all concept art. And then this is like early looking like a flying pirate with like literally a jet turbine like attached to his skull and spine, like basically grafted onto his head. That looks so cool. And then like I don't even know what the arm things are, but it's pretty sweet, man. No idea. Anyway, on to the next gallery. We'll go to the remastered edition. This is all of the stuff that they did specifically for the remastered version. We saw a lot of these where this is a lot of like how they wanted the models to look, I imagine, that they were drafting up from the base game. You can see some of the... Oh, there it is. There's Wacha Man's remastered edition. If this isn't wall art in your house, I'm gonna be ashamed. Chozo Ghosts. Okay, looks like the early renderings. Yeah, the Wacha special. Look at that. You've got a front and back view of the Stone Toad, man. Yeah, this looks like early concept, maybe even in-game renderings of the ghosts. Ooh, Flagra. Look at that. Yeah, I love how they definitely put more emphasis on the face. Like I said, in the GameCube one, I thought those things on the head were the eyes, but it was hard to tell because it was lower poly count. I think the colors were a bit more washed out too. But it was there, it was there. We got the Puddle Spore and the Puffer. Did you notice the music difference with Flagra? Honestly, I didn't. There was a musical difference? I'm gonna have to check that out now. Looks like we got some Magmors. Yeah, they definitely made the creatures. They had like more defined teeth and angrier looking eye sockets, I've noticed. There was a glitch in the OG that only played the first part as a loop. They fixed the glitch in the trilogy. Okay, so this has the trilogy glitch, or fix for the glitch, I guess. Hello, camera. You want to focus for me? You're supposed to be autofocusing. Well. Maybe if I change the lighting to something brighter. Oh well. Anyway. We got a little baby Sheegoth with his little ice shell on and ice shell off. What it looks like underneath. A little exposed muscle tissue, it looks like. So we grafted our soldiers with Metroid DNA. Then for good measure, we hit them with some Phazon, you know, just cuz. And long story short, the facility isn't responding to hails and is assumed lost. Yeah, basically, that's like par for the course for how reckless the pirates are with this kind of stuff. And what's weird is the first glitch music like sounded cool. Yeah, I mean it did. Let me see if I can turn on the lights here to adjust my camera. I'm noticing that it's not really focusing too good. Man, maybe it just wants me to be close. Whatever. We'll fix it next time. It's not too fuzzy. Anyway, the adult Sheegoth looking mighty fine. Like I said, in this game they made the Sheegoth look a lot more menacing. And what else we got? Oh, we got Thardus. Pretty cool concept artwork with the Phazon rocks exposed and like the subtle details underneath the rocks on the left. And we have the Shriek Bat and the Ice Shriek Bat. Very cool. Very, very cool. Wonder if I put my finger up to it and move it. Sorry about that, but it's bothering me that my camera's not focusing right now. But thank God it's at the end of the video. Might have to restart it. Anyway, got some more world concept art. We checked this out last time. Ooh. Looks like some fungal stuff. They did a good job at sticking to the original art style despite the modeling differences. Yeah, I agree. They definitely kept the core concept to heart as they went and, you know, updated everything, really. They did an amazing job. You know I was like harping on a lot of these small details that I preferred from the older one, but overall, this is amazing. There's my camera back. Thank you. Yeah, we've got some shrooms here. Looks like some Talon fungus. And Metroid standing on a lot of these shrooms. A lot of mini Samuses playing, like, you know, Jumpman on all these shrooms. Very cool, though. It's got that, like, bubbly, alien-looking vibe that Super Metroid had. What is this? Oh, this is early Phazon concept art. Early Phazon, yeah, what they basically thought they might make it look like. It's interesting, too, because you get, like, the contrast of, like, the blue Phazon and the orange Phazon that we'll get to later. Wonder how that's going to look in the remastered version. And how, like, I like here how, like, the core of the Phazon is, like, orange, but the tips are blue. Yeah, it's weird. It almost has, like, fungal properties. And if you notice, in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, I did play through a lot more of it, or enough of it at least, to say that it does have a lot more like floral properties than it just being like a misunderstood like mineral almost. So it's almost like a plant in Metroid Prime 3, which I guess they kind of continued. Yeah, a lot more tentacles, liquid, fluids, you know what I mean? It's not just like some like glowing rock that has veins coming out of it. It's more of like a almost like a plant, I guess. In some areas, like a fungus or a lichen. I don't know. It's very hard to describe, but yeah, in Prime 1 and 2, it definitely looks like just more like a crystal structure that grows over things, and it has like vein properties to it. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the orange Phazon is going to look like later on in the game, since we're deep into spoiler parts here, because they never go into orange Phazon, like, ever in the rest of the, this trilogy. Like, orange Phazon is, like, a thing, and then suddenly it's, like, not anywhere else, and you're like, what? But yes, Tiberium is the OG Phazon. Yeah, Command and Conquer. So there was like a meteor that fell from space. Gee, sound familiar? And instead of it being blue, it was green and called Tiberium. But I guess there was a blue version of Tiberium as well, which was a lot more volatile and worth more money. But Tiberium also mutated the hell out of the environment. Basically caused an apocalypse. And mutated basically everything on the surface of Earth. So people could only like live underground. And a lot of the creatures that live in the Tiberium fields are like rabid four-legged dog-looking things that have like glowing spikes coming out of them. These flying jellyfish that can electrocute stuff. I forget like what all the Tiberium creatures look like, but I know like the most common one is the Visceroid, which is like if you go take a bath in Tiberium, you turn into this basically this flesh puddle that is evil. Yeah, basically. It is OG Phazon. Sent by aliens, too, which is... Yeah, OG Phazon, right? It's basically, the aliens in Command & Conquer send these meteors to basically terraform a planet. And then their plans didn't go accordingly because instead of humans just getting wiped out by it, we started using it as a resource. So, and there's kind of like your... introduction to Command and Conquer lore there, at least the Tiberian Sun chronology, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, these are cool. I like these. Because these are just like over-dramatized like artwork that just ooze Metroid Prime just flair, and I love it. I want to see which ones we got. We already took a look at these earlier, but the concept artwork for the Frigate Orpheon here. More World Remastered concept artwork of the Talon Overworld. We'll get to this room later. This is where one of the artifacts is, I believe. Yeah. For sure, definitely. And not gonna lie, this, although it's like concept art, looks very close to what they were able to pull off in the remaster. I mean, of course, like the water effects are gonna be able to like draw them better in a still painting here. But yeah, it looks very nice. There's of course a lot more detail that you could put in still painting, but it looks very close, and I think they did an amazing job. What they were going after. This looks like the crashed ship. Yeah, it really does. I don't know what this is. This looks like the crashed ship on the left, but I don't know what that top part is. Maybe it's just more concept artwork of the frigate itself, and like what they wanted the top part to look like. Could be. Got some Chozo ruins and statues in the bottom right. Very nice. You know, here's what's interesting too. So I heard that this brings up a good point, that the guy that created the doors in Metroid Prime, like the OG GameCube version, was pretty upset about the doors in the remastered version because apparently they put the wrong alpha layer on the doors, which makes them look saturated and like extra blue. And they don't have that effect when you shoot them. There's like the ring, and then they don't look right when they open. Like the light fades out odd. The door opens before the light fades out. But this concept art existing tells me that they were just like, no, this is the way we want it to look. And then they built the game, right? So who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe that guy, but the guy was pissed because he worked on the door for like 2 months apparently. But there was like a whole tweet or something about it. Yeah, the doors, if you look at just like a side-by-side comparison, it's more of just like a hexagon with like a blue outline on the outside, with a subtle glow to it. Right. And then in this one, it's like solid glowing blue. And then when you shoot the door to open it, it's like that blue fades away as the door opens. So you don't get the effect of like the shot opening the door, like opening the field and then the door opening. So the guy complained, he's like, you got the wrong alpha layer on there. But this tells me that they're like, that's what they wanted, right? So, who knows? I have no idea. Like, it was done on purpose. There's some, like, scale modeling, it looks like. You got Samus T-posing over in the corner, compared to, like, the sense of scale that you wanted to have for the Chozo ruins, I imagine. Love how they just integrate the scenery with the roots of the plant life. Yeah, right? They're just like Forget it, man. Who cares? Just throw Samus in there. This is how big we want Samus to be compared to the environment. Just throw her in there. Very, very cool photo of the Sun Chamber. That's very nice looking. Very, very nice looking. I like that. I like that. Maybe I should hang some of this up in the basement around my computer area around here. That would be sweet. We got a Chozo statue accepting an offering. Some yucky, yucky, gross war wasp hives. We've got a sandstone Chozo pillar, it looks like, on the far right. I don't know what the bottom two are supposed to be, though. Just looks like some plant life, maybe. Some Talon plant life, and then just some rubble going into the Chozo ruins, probably. Yeah, it is the Chozo statue, the bowling statue. Like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, like, a thing. Like, not only was... I think Prime 1 was, like, rushed. But, like, you know, there's a damn good team behind it. So there's some effects that kind of stick out in Prime 1. But also the hardware itself. So they did a lot of creative things. Like the S-shaped hallway that you always see in this game. You know, with the scarabs in it. Is a cleverly disguised loading room. So that you don't get like Sonic 06 syndrome, where like every time you press the A button you have to wait through a loading screen for 2 minutes. And the last one here. We got another T-pose and Samus. It's which makes 3 being so scaled back so weird when they jump to the Wii. Yeah. Yeah. I think the thing with the Wii, too, was that it was hard to develop for. And you had to, like, incorporate motion controls and whatnot. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, there's a lot of things that, don't get me wrong, Corruption did great. And I wish I had played through it, honestly. I really wish I had, but... something about waggling, you know what I mean? It's just... there were some things where it's like, alright, now you gotta go grab this, like, battery and put it in the wall. And, like, Samus's arm's like... you know what I mean? You're just like trying for like 5 minutes with a nunchuck, like, come on, man, just put it in the wall. So, yeah. I mean, you know, they tried. And I heard it was a lot better with Wii Motion Control Plus, which I never had. So, like, I was stuck with, like, Samus doing the... Yep. Looks like some more Chozo stuff we got here. Just got like a statue bust on the upper left. The one in the upper middle is the furnace that's in that one room that I thought I could sequence break earlier by using the triple bomb jump. There's a missile expansion in the center of that. Got some sandstone walls, some Chozo glyphs in the bottom center, and then we got another T-pose and Samus next to some Chozo ruins with some, looks like Chozo tech on the upper right. Just waggling out. Yeah, but like, shouldn't have to buy an upgrade just for it to not suck. I mean, yeah, that's like... how does it feel to be like part of the generation that like grew up and survived through waggle controls? Like, that is a feat in its own. Like, don't even get me started on the Kinect, man. That was a whole, like... Want to see what the bottom of an Avatar shoe looks like? Well, bam! There it is. It's so bad. Yeah, like Metroid's core feeling is isolation, and here you are with this voice acting all sorts of friends. Yeah. Yeah, it really did throw off the feeling a bit. Which, I guess, you know, to be fair to the game, like, they did kind of corrupt all your friends, and you ended up having to kill them all. So, like... you know, you do double back to that isolated feeling eventually. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Definitely some Halo influence. shabby. I just gotta take a look at the, I love the intro Frigate Orpheon concept art here. Is amazing looking. Maybe I'll get this, and then this one framed right above my computer here. Get some couple picture frames up. I got a Monster Hunter one over there. It's only fair that I put Metroid Prime up with Monster Hunter. Yeah. That's like... Yup, that too. Just like even in-game, not even this like concept art, but just like in-game. They knew like, look, in the original, this was the scene that you walk into on, and it had this dramatic impact, and that's when the music swell starts, the eerie music. And they're like, we need to just like take that feeling and upgrade it to 2023. And they did a great job. They just really did it. They nailed it. It's awesome. I just love how everything looks. So cool. So cool. You know some crap went down here. Space Pirates always messing with stuff they shouldn't. Just tisk. We'll get into more of that in the Phazon Mines for sure. Oh, like even then, the Phazon meteors are like some civilization-ending threat. So like, why am I not landing in Brio? Like, at least a platoon of GF Marines? I mean, yeah, basically. You would think, you know, because it's like assumed that like... I don't... Like, humanity at the point in time that corruption takes place has like advanced to the point where we're probably colonizing space, if not like nearby planets and whatnot. And it's like... I don't know. Just go figure it out, Samus. You got this. To be fair, they did dispatch the rest of the bounty hunters to go do the job. But ended up getting corrupted and you had to do it anyway. Look, they thought their ragtag group of like 4 or 5 people could handle it. Look, the Galactic Federation's got bigger problems, you know? Don't worry about Phazon. It's no big deal. It's not a big deal. Don't even worry about it. I'm interested to see where they go with Metroid Prime 4 and like that whole direction, because they definitely teased like at the end of Corruption, the whole like secret scene that you get at the end is Silex's like ships showing up at the end, then taking off after you at like hyperspeed. And I'm like, oh man, is he still corrupted? Like, did he get screwed up by Phazon and he's still like, you know? I don't know, because like the whole arc of the Prime series was like the Phazon arc, right? So I'm curious if that's how they're going to reintroduce Phazon, or if they're just going to leave it gone because Planet Phase has been destroyed. All life in the galaxy hangs on this. We'll send 4 guys to handle it. I mean, at least they didn't send 1. I don't know what to tell you, man. Video game logic. Yeah, I could see them going either direction. If they do, you know, an expansion of the Phazon arc, Silex brings it back, has been corrupted or something like that. Or I could just totally see them doing something completely off the wall. That's kind of what Dread was, you know? It was a completely new expansion on the timeline, and it was cool, you know? You got to see some evil Chozo in that game. You got to get killed by Emmy 1,000 times. It was great. Anyway. It's been about 25 minutes of rambling at the end of the episode. I apologize for my more casual lurking viewers, but you know, this is what you get. Get me nerding out over Metroid Prime. That's why you joined this, right? Hopefully. I am going to call it for this episode, though. Yeah, the next time I'm streaming is tomorrow, 6 to 8. I think Michigan is in GMT -5. So, yeah. That time. And, yeah, I hope to see you guys then. It looks like we got a whole bunch of people chilling in the chat. Whole bunch. Almost want to take a screenshot. You guys make me so happy. Got a bunch of viewers. Let me count you all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 people. It's a high score. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Especially to those of you who participated. You don't gotta be my best friend to talk in the chat. I don't bite. I don't bite at all. Hold on a second. My puppy would like to say goodbye to everyone. Come on. You can say goodbye to everyone. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Good boy. There he is. Anyway. He knows what time it is. He knows when I'm saying goodbye to everyone. He knows. He's smart. I'm on work calls every day for my engineering job, so he knows when I'm done. When I say take care, everybody, he runs right up all happy. Yep. So with that, we are going to head out, and we are going for walking. Go for a walk. Come on. Adios, everyone. Hope you had a good time. See you next video. I'm peacing out.